It's on Netflix, which is fantastic and getting so much love from people. Lots of people binging it already. Beta says, Runaway, a total binge watch for me. I watched it all in one go.
Wow.
One session. I mean, that is incredible.
It is addictive. It really is. I like to take my time with things. I've only watched the first one. But, James, you play Simon. But just give us some background on the character and tell us where we find him when we start watching it.
Simon Green is a successful, very happily married, 3 kids, businessman. But when we find him 6 months previous, his eldest daughter, Paige, has disappeared. She's run away. She got involved in drugs with a very dangerous and worrying boyfriend, and has gone. She had to be. The mini driver who plays my wife has said she's got to leave, but Simon's determined to find her. So in the very first episode, he gets a tip-off that she has been found. He finds her, she disappears, and then in typical Harlan Coben fashion, he gets drawn into a world of violence, of intrigue, twisty Turner roller coaster, the juggernaut that is Harlan Coben. So it's you know, whatever goes on in Harlan's mind, I don't want to know, but it appeals to people, I think, and also he creates extraordinary stories with kind of ordinary people, and I think that's a good collision.
Yeah. Is that why you like working with him? Because this is your 3rd collaboration.
Yeah.
You must have him on speed dial now.
He's great, and also he's so invested. It's quite unusual. I mean, the whole Key Street Netflix team that make Harlan shows, it's one big, you know, it sounds cliched to say it, but it's one big family, and they're always there. Harlan you can contact any time if you want to change something. He's always there. Nicola Shinder, the producer, they're a really tight team, and then they get great cast, great crews, and I get to film in Manchester, which I love, so it's good.
I mean, you mentioned working with Minnie Driver, who plays your wife, brilliant Ruth Jones, who, you know, I think we saw there in the clip. You're fantastic together. But you're also working with this brilliant younger generation of actors, and I know you've really enjoyed that, seeing that new talent coming through.
No, they're fantastic. You know, there's still a bit of me that thinks, like my mother always used to say, you're one age all your life. And she said, to me, she said about 8, she said, James, you'll always be 17, which was kind of accurate and worrying. But it's great now to kind of been working for a long time to work with the young ones in this, like John Ponting, who's fantastic, Ellie Delange, who plays Paige, Maeve, who plays the other kind of baby-faced assassin. It's just, it's brilliant to kind of be sort of part of their journey, and they're, you know, passing me in the ladder as they go up and I kind of head down.
I know you're doing a bit of mentoring, you know, giving them a bit of advice and encouragement.
Well, yeah, you try to, but I mean, they're very different from my generation. My generation and Phil's generation, we enjoyed ourselves a wee bit when we were their age, and I think they're still doing that a bit. But they're great, and it's just they're so invested, and that's the beauty of it, and that's what they treat it with respect. I mean, you know, you've got a young one here who's doing the exact same thing.
Well, Josh, I know that you work with Martin Freeman, who you worked with on The Responder, gave you a bit of advice about your new show, didn't he?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I went to who I know you know as well. Yeah. I went to chat to Martin because it was this job was a little bit of like a step up for me. Do you know what I mean? It was in terms of what it demands of yourself. Do you know what I mean? In terms of just a bigger part. Also, the time that you have to be there. Like when we did that show, The Responder, like sometimes I'd have a week off. Do you know what I mean? What am I going to do when I don't have a week off? When I'm in sort of every day. And so I went to chat to him, and I ran this by my sister. I said, I'm going to go and chat to Martin tomorrow. And she was like, oh, why? And I was like, well, I just pick his brain. Do you know what I mean? And like, just find out what it's like to be in work every day. And she goes, do you know, you could ask literally anybody else. I thought I was a man of the people. And then she brought me down a bit.
That's what sisters are for.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And James, you mentioned about filming it in Manchester. We know that place has a special hold in your heart because you're a Manchester United fan. Now, I don't know how you're going to feel about me bringing up the sacking today.
Well, I think it's, you know, it's interesting. I don't think it was a huge surprise. It just seems a bit shambolic, the whole thing, you know. Yeah. I mean, it's been a shambles for a while, but, you know, it was never going to be easy to replace Sir Alex Ferguson. And I think we're now finding that. You know, there's a bit of me that wishes David Moyes has been given a bit more time all those years ago. But you know, the thing is, I am available.
Good. That was going to be our next
They
question.
could do worse. I mean, you know. But no, it's extraordinary times.
Yeah, it is. But you love the area, you love the place, so it must have been great to film there.
Oh, it's magic. You know, I've loved working there because I did so many years of Cold Feet there. Yeah. And, you know, to be a United fan and to be filming there. And then also this year, my Mary, my second daughter, she was finishing her degree in Manchester, so she was with me all the time up there. So it's you know, it's a treat. It's a treat. It's a real privilege, you know. But also the work is the privilege. You know, it was pretty relentless. But you can't complain about it. That's the privilege of the job, you know.
Well, listen, smash it already. Congratulations. Runaway is available to watch on Netflix now.
Still to come, Helen will be chatting